Okay, story time. Everybody gather around. So once upon a time, I don't want to say the specific location, but once upon a time I was at a level 3 facility doing my time, you know what I'm saying? Doing my thug thizzle. Well, one day this new white dude shows up, right? And let's call him Johnny Boy. So Johnny Boy shows up, right? And Johnny Boy is a nobody. And I don't mean that to like talk shit about dude. I just mean it like he just didn't have any clout. He was like low on the totem pole, right? He's just kind of a nobody, you know. And he was also kind of weird. I just like he gave off kind of a little creepy vibe. I didn't really like him. No one really liked him. But whatever. So a couple of months goes by, and then all of a sudden another new guy touches down. But this guy just came from the Pelican Bay Shoe, and he was a brand member. Okay, a brand member means Aryan Brotherhood. The Aryan Brotherhood is our. When I say our, I mean like the white demographic. They're our our top tier echelon. They are the top dogs, and they're nothing like what Hollywood tries to portray them as. Nothing like that at all. The Aryan Brotherhood is a very highly sophisticated and organized criminal syndicate. They do not fuck around. They are so dangerous that they actually rounded them all up and put them in the Pelican Bay Shoe for 30 years, and they're just now getting out. And one just touched down on our yard. So anytime a member like that shows up, like you need to like salute. You know what I mean? And it was kind of funny because like all these dudes like gravitate to this guy. They're like fucking following him around like he's a rock star, and he kind of is. But I mean, like I went up to the dude and shook his hand and gave him his respect. But I'm not gonna push him down and suck his dick like half the fucking dudes on the yard were doing. Like these dudes would do anything this guy would say. It was fucking way out. But whatever. So he ends up moving into my building, and so Johnny Boy out of nowhere, like he somehow like angled himself and made a move to where like he got a bed move and moved in with, let's just call the brand member, let's just call him Pops. So he moves in the cell with Pops, and I guess Pops doesn't really know this guy that well, so he's cool with it or whatever. So ever since then, Johnny Boy is now walking around with a little more pep in his step, walking around with his little chest out now. Now he thinks he's somebody. Whatever, I don't give a fuck. Well, Johnny Boy is going around telling all the white boys about the new rules. You hear about the new policy, right? What's the new policy, bro? So white boys aren't allowed to do business with blacks anymore. You aren't to do any business with blacks. Now, like I know the prison politics, like I can't go sell up with a black dude or eat food with one, but business is a little bit different. Like I do business with some of these guys, and so do some of the other white boys. It's just business, you know. And I'm like, well, why not? And he goes, well, because they always like try to get over on white boys and they give us like skim shit and fucking get over on us and they nickel and dime us and they cry if you don't pay them on time and they always want to make an issue about stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, some of them do that. Some of them do, some of them don't. Like just like any other race, you know what I mean? He's like, well, like if you need to get anything, you can get it from me. I'm like, oh, really? Oh, you're that guy now? Okay, fuck. Well, I'll throw you a bone. So I'll give you a little test drive here. So I fucking put in an order for something, right? Let's just say it was a $50 worth of some sort of party materials, right? So he gives it to me, and when I get it, I get back to the cell, I look at it. I was like halfway expecting it to be like fat, you know? Like he made it sound like, yeah, don't go through the blacks because they'll give you small shit. Go through me and I'll hook it up, right? What the fuck are you talking about? This is hella small. It wasn't even like was this the homeboy hookup, a big old fatty? Fuck no. Was it even like regular size, what it was supposed to be? Not even that. It was small as fuck. I'm like, whatever. I made the deal. I accepted it, so I'll pay. But lesson learned. I'm just gonna go back to my fucking my homie down the way from Sac, a black dude, and I'm gonna fuck with him, like I've been doing, you know. So this particular transaction deal, it was like for store items. So I went to the store, got him his items. He had made me a list. Well, when I went to the store, the store was like out of stock on like this type of chips that he wanted or whatever. So I had to replace that with something else because they didn't have them. So when I go give the dude his bag of shit, he's like, oh yeah, like whatever. I give him his shit, and he starts going through it like item by item, like with a piece of paper and shit. I'm like, hey bro, it's all there. You don't need to fucking sit there and count it like that, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm not some fucking lame. You might as well just back that up and just go back to your cell and count it. He's like, I need to see it's all here, bro. I was like, whatever, man. So I stood there with him, just watching him, and I'm like, oh, by the way, the fucking chips, they didn't have them in stock, right? So I replaced it with something else, but like dollar wise, it's all the money's there, all right? And like he didn't say anything. So he gets to the bottom of the bag, he goes, the chips. I was like, what? The chips, bro. Like kind of like lightweight, like hostile, like with an attitude. And I said, and me seeing that, like that's getting my anger, like my anger is slowly rising, like the mercury, like in a thermometer, it's going. Because like this dude ain't fucking shit. I don't care who your cell is. Like, you're not just gonna fucking, like, you're nobody, bro. And but I'm trying to be cool. I'm like, hey man, I just told you that the store is out. But I replaced it with like there's all good shit there, like you know what I mean. And it's like, well, you know, it's kind of fucked up, man. Like we were expecting something. I said, well, you know what's kind of fucked up? You told me I can't fuck with the blacks because they do X, Y, and Z, and here you are doing exactly what you accuse the blacks of doing. You're nickel and diming me. You're giving me a hard time about the chips, and fucking you gave me a small ass fucking. You're like, oh, if that's how you feel, you know, we can go bring it up to my cellie. And I said, yeah, why don't you go do that? Why don't you go do that? Because you know what he's gonna tell you? He's gonna tell you, oh, what you can't handle this. I gave you something. I put you in charge of something, and you can't even handle it. And he's like, and he knew I was right, and I knew I was right. So I know he didn't bring it to us. So he's like, all right. So he leaves, but I'm just like, you know, fuck that fucking lame. You know, and if I'm seeing this shit, you know, his cellie's seeing it. So I don't know his cellie's opinion on this dude, but anyway. So like, it seems like later that day or maybe the next day, I had some deal going with these fucking Southsiders down the way for some tattoo ink. They were trying to get down that night, and I was supposed to shoot them 2 bottles of ink because they were supposed to shoot me $20 and like I forgot what it was. It was like food or tobacco or something. I forgot. But they never shot it. I'm waiting for them to shoot it over, and they never do. And they send like 3 people to my door. Hey, you got that ink for fucking cartoon? I'm like, I got the ink right here. They're supposed to slide me fucking $20. Oh, well, they're trying to tattoo right now, dog. You need to slide the ink. I'm like, okay, well, yeah, as soon as they slide the fucking, you know what I mean? Because I'm not going to chase. That's the thing about, like, fronting out small items that cost $10 or $20. You have to, I don't like to chase people around for that because I feel like a fucking lame. You got my $20? You got my. So anyway, so they spun off, and then now I got Johnny Boy on my door. It's been brought to my attention. It's been brought to your attention, like you're somebody. What do you mean it's been brought to your attention? He's like, well, you owe the Southsiders some ink. I'm like, no, I have a deal. Why are you involved with this? He's like, well, they brought it to my attention that you were supposed to shoot over some ink. So what happened? I said they fucking were supposed to shoot me over $20, and they never did. So I got the ink right here. I'm just waiting for him. So he leaves. He comes back. He goes, well, hey man, they're trying to get down right now. So they need that ink right now. And I said, yeah, man, that wasn't the deal, you know. He goes, bro, your fucking word is no good. And that just fucking that just threw me over the edge. I said, what? Fuck you, dude. Fuck you, you fucking lame. I'm like, you're getting involved in shit you're not supposed to get involved in. It's like, oh yeah. I said, yeah. Oh, what? You think you're tough? I'll fucking show you tough. Get the door popped. Get the door popped, Johnny Boy. You know you can. You know you can get it popped. Because he was the tier runner. He was allowed to run around. He could get the door popped if he really wanted to. So he's like, oh, I'll get the door popped. He's like, takes off his watch. So I fucking take off my shirt. And I'm ready for him. So he gets the. So the cell's really small. So I positioned myself up at the front where the door is because there's like more of a wider area. So he pops the door and he's like, goes to step in. I grabbed him by his big ass head and bong, threw him into the toilet, right? And he kind of fell down, and he goes, let me get up. Already crying like a little bitch. He gets up, he steps back out of the cell, and I'm like, what's this dude doing? He's like, I'm coming back with a knife. And I think he thought that was supposed to scare me. So I'm like, yeah, go get it. You're gonna need all the help you can get. I yelled that after him as he's walking away. But now I'm like, fuck, if he goes and tells his cellie what happened, his cellie's gonna make him come back in here with a knife. And I'm not trying to get into a knife fight. But I will if I have to. I'm ready. And but guess what? He comes back like 10 minutes later. Hey, bro, is this what it come down to, man? Like, we shouldn't be fighting, man. I knew he wasn't about that life, and I knew he's not gonna tell his cellie about it because his cellie's gonna make him do it. So this is what it come down to, man. I said, look, you told me my words no good. You don't even know what's going on. Like, a deal's a deal. They didn't slide the, like when you go to the store, you don't say, hey, I need this food to cook dinner tonight, you know, and take the food and not pay. It's the same thing. But yeah, Johnny Boy, he ended up getting, I think he got whacked later on because he got caught pinching the fucking Pops' you know, pinching the, so.